Hong Kong must be a no city. There is no reason for it to be killing the tens of thousands of companion animals that it does every year.
The SPCA has been seeing no drop in any number of animals surrendered or strays picked up. So effectively we were dealing with about 16,000 animals a year. And whatever we did in terms of education or promotion, such as a Pet is for Life, don't adopt a dog just for Christmas, didn't seem to decrease these numbers. And we're pretty much sure that equal numbers were also going to the AFCD kennels. So between the SPCA and AFCD, we're having about 32,000 animals a year.
I mean, what do you do with dogs? If you've got, 1,000 dogs and you haven't got 1,000 homes, what do you do with the dogs? You can't keep them.
So we decided that obviously we were in a situation where we were possibly continuing to allow the situation to progress, in that nobody was standing still and saying, hang on a second, why are we killing 32,000 animals each year or 30,000 animals each year? Why is it the same number of animals each year?
The SPCA was set up originally not just as a shelter and rescue organisation, but to help with the masses of euthanasia that was going on.
好似 SPCA 啦，去推行所謂嘅 No Kill City 啦，其實係我哋咁多個組織都一齊去參與，去幫手去推行嘅。因為其實 No Kill 嚟講咧，對我哋嚟講咧係一個好重要，因為今時今日咁嘅社會我哋冇一個組織認為殺係一條好嘅出路咯。政府殺咗咁多年 ，SPCA 亦都幫咗做咗咁多污糟邋遢嘅，我哋叫 dirty jobs 啦，都咁多年個成效 ，SPCA 自己都話係唔 work 嘅。佢都唔 work 嘅時候咧，你政府點會 work 得到咧
？Part of the no kill is, people think that, I take my dog to the SPCA and they're not going to kill it, because they had an awful reputation, for killing every dog that walked through the door.
We were also getting a slight reputation as, which is a welfare organisation and one that is preventing abuse and cruelty to animals, as the place where you take your animal to die or to be killed.
I'm sure that people don't think that when they go to the SPCA that actually the dogs are just, sent off to the AFCD kennels and 4 days and that's it. It's the same. Doesn't make any difference where they come from.
Putting down animals for the animal control, the number of animals to be controlled, is very different from euthanasia. But putting down merely is to control the animal, because overpopulation of the animals is really chaotic to people who don't like animals.
I can't say 100% sure, but I know that they do put some dogs to sleep, because, what do you do with dogs? If you've got, 1,000 dogs and you haven't got 1,000 homes, what do you do with the dogs? You can't keep them.
At the SPCA, we are moving towards no kill. We are not totally no kill at this time.
Because that's all they do. And maybe that will push the government to say, okay, well maybe we will start dealing with this at the beginning rather than the end. Killing the dogs is one way of getting rid of them, but perhaps stopping them being produced in the first place would be a better idea.
No kill or no slay or no mishap is just a term that we want to achieve one day, that we do not need to kill or put down healthy animals just because of the fact that they are not adopted, or they have once been adopted because of the irresponsible owner they are abandoned.
The SPCA wouldn't say that the AFCD is responsible for doing that. Unfortunately, a lot of the animals end up there and it then becomes their task to do that. The people that are responsible for the animals being euthanized are the people who abandoned them in the first place.
So I think definitely a lot of the dogs that end up in kennels are dogs that would have been taken, or would have been put to sleep by the SPCA, but now it's just done by the government. And I understand what the SPCA, it's not like they don't know that goes on. It's not like they're pretending, to themselves that the dogs aren't being killed. And their point is that they want the government to take responsibility, because before, while the SPCA were putting them all to sleep, the government could just, they weren't involved. They didn't have any interest in it because it didn't affect them at all. Whereas making the government deal with it is like saying, hey, look, this is the problem, you deal with it. And hopefully that there'll come some point where they realise that there's a whole system set up simply to kill dogs. I mean, that's the government kennels is really, it's a government killing factory or whatever.
呢個係住屋問題，佢因為咧係一啲投訴啦，即係嗰啲住屋嗰啲投訴啦，兩戶投訴啦，咁就唔要嘅。咁成日都會有呢啲即係狗仔，因為可能佢喺屋企時間耐，主人成日唔喺屋企，又冇一個適當嘅即係輔導啦，即係我哋成日講話，即係咁佢就成日吠咁變咗咧，就係有兩戶投訴話滋擾，咁佢就唔可以再養咯。Barney 咧喺漁農處send 過嚟嘅，咁點解漁農處會send 隻 Labrador 嚟咧？咁原來咧就其實呢個 story 應該係由漁農處開始嘅，就係有個人佢養咗阿 Barney 之後咧，佢咧就棄養。咁而佢棄養咧係直接咧就攞咗去AFCD 嗰邊咧，就話要唔要啦，要 put down 啦。咁漁農處佢嗰陣時咧就唔係話太大個，嗰陣時大概係2歲到啦。咁漁農處就當然唔會話好詳細，好似我哋問佢啦，即係點解唔要啊？即係問咁多嘢，咁唔要就唔要啦，咁就擺咗喺度。咁跟住漁農處咧，其實咧就班 staff 咧就好唔捨得，因為佢嚟到嗰陣時好乖，咁就佢哋覺得佢係可以 rehome 得到嘅，咁就一路咧就揾其他啲協會啊咁幫手。咁但係因為嗰陣時太多或者可能嗰段期間啦，好多啲 purebred 啦。好多都開始揾人 rehome， 咁變咗咧，佢輪咧就輪遲咗啦，因為佢係比較一隻即係大型啲嘅狗。咁通常咧好快走嘅咧就係一啲中小型嘅狗，咁變咗佢咧就推遲咗。其實漁農處咧啲 staff 咧即係有啲都唔係好捨得佢，咁就最後啦 keep 到你最後先至走啦。咁但係點解會嚟我哋度咧？就係因為最後尾咧。就佢哋個 centre 咧就要裝修，咁變咗咧阿 Barney 住嘅地方咧都要拆啦，要整啦，咁啊變咗漁農處就話唔得啦，咁我哋就唔可以再 keep 啦，咁我哋就即刻同佢接收咗 Barney 咯。咁點解仍然都仲係 keep 啦？咁我哋就即刻同佢接收咗 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 Barney 咯。咁點解仍然都仲係 keep 啦？咁我哋就即刻同佢接收咗。就係有一日我哋喺度做嘢嘅時候，我接到個電話，有個女人打俾我，咁咧就話俾我聽。你哋仲收唔收動物？咁我話係咩動物？咁通常我哋講緊收動物咧係一隻或者最多2隻咁樣。佢話我而家有成30幾隻動物，要好急需呢1-2日要揾人收嘅咁。咁我就問係咩事啊咁樣。咁佢話我個朋友佢喺間屋嗰度暴斃咗。佢養咗呢30幾隻狗，咁咧而家咧就因為佢就冇親人嘅，而家佢個後事咧，我哋而家都同佢搞緊，咁所以咧就好急需。啲村民話咧，如果唔即刻處理咗佢哋咧，佢哋咧就會盡快 call 漁農處嚟捉晒佢哋㗎啦，因為冇人會餵佢哋，冇人會打理佢哋，同埋啲狗咧原來咧都有好耐咧係冇食過嘢嘅，咁而家咧。我都係趕緊入去咧，即係買啲糧咧就餵住佢。 咁我呢個朋友咧，佢就好好心嘅，佢專係喺街嗰度咧就執一啲即係流浪狗翻去養，咁所以先至即係搞到咁多隻嘅啫。咁我就半信半疑，我話 OK， 我如果你個 case 係咁特別嘅，我話你好唔好等我過嚟睇一睇先？點知我一去到睇嗰陣時咧，我就見到有3隻唐狗媽咪，啱啱先至生咗，每人即係都生成6、7隻 puppy。咁佢咧，我入到去睇佢嗰陣時咧，佢就係喺即係間屋嘅其中一個房嘅中間，咁就坐咗喺度，好唔開心。咁跟住我再入去同嗰個女人講，嗰個女人話就翳我，佢話陳小姐你收咗佢啦，呢啲狗好生性，係發現佢嗰陣時條絲都脹晒嘅，啲狗係守住喺佢側邊，即係唔捨得佢，尤其是佢係淨係飲水去維持，即係大家係飲水維持生活。我翻去我話你俾少少時間我 get ready 咗，我就過嚟湊晒佢哋翻去啦。咁終於咧就成班成30幾隻就湊咗翻嚟。咁啊 Data 咧點解一路都冇人會收養佢咧？因為佢年紀當其時嚟到咧都老，同埋佢有隻眼咧係好唔好。咁終於我哋同佢做咗手術攞咗出嚟。錫下先啦。
頭先跟住去玩得好耐。
Joey，
點解 Joey 咁難 approach 嘅咧？點解你要咁慢摸佢咧？
係啊，Joey 佢對人嘅信心咧唔係太大咯，因為其實佢個經歷咧都幾慘咯，因為佢個主人咧係自殺嘅，咁就喺屋企燒炭，咁到有人發現到嗰陣時咧，又要叫差人啊成咁上去，咁上到去嘅時候可能因為好多人啊好多剩啦，咁佢本身咧有陣時有啲狗咧，佢哋一受個驚嚇啦。佢哋咧就嗰個 impact 好大啊，對佢哋個或者佢哋個心情啊，或者各方面，一來個主人又唔即係上嚟嗰啲人又唔識，咁個主人又唔喺度，咁變咗佢就好驚。咁後尾係佢啲親友咧就即係要求咧就將佢咧就 send 入嚟嘅，因為佢唔會跟到人嘅。咁當其時咧，佢嚟到嗰陣時咧，連食嘢咧都好驚，佢都唔知道，即係我哋餵佢食嘢係唔係friendly 啊，即係好多呢啲嘢咯。咁我哋需要好多時間，好慢熱，佢慢慢佢先至開始去信我哋咯。
This dog here, this little Pekingese, was dumped by this at the Government Kennels. This dog's got tick fever. So he has to have his medicine too. And he will only eat chicken. Yeah, he's had dinner and he's just on doxycycline. Took him back to the vet yesterday and he's still low positive. But SPCA wouldn't keep a dog like that. The face on this little girl is just adorable. She was dumped because look at her skin.
Where was she found?
Oh, they're all government kennels. I've had him about a week. I mean, if you'd have seen him when he came in, you wouldn't recognise him. I mean, he had thick, matted fur. You couldn't see what his face looked like, so he was just shaved. And, you know, I don't know. Well, we have some dogs that I consider, we think, are unhomeable. It's a charity case. You know, we thought, like, he's a charity case. But, you know, he's a really sweet dog, aren't you? Just a very easy, quiet boy, aren't you?
They have to realize before they buy anything or they adopt any animal, they have to realize it. Size, the energy they have, the amount of exercise they need, and they need from the parents and things like that.
阿傾仔啊，3歲，我養到佢1年幾，佢係咁本來嗰個人好錫佢嘅，佢有時都嚟探佢嘅。佢後生仔嘅時候攬住佢瞓覺添啊，咁啊點知養咗個冇俾你結婚啦？ 咁個老婆話唔準佢上床瞓覺。
我諗BB 我唔要啦咁樣。咁我哋即刻問佢：哇，你好錫㗎喎，佢得嗰6、7歲啫喎，你就唔要佢啦咁。佢話係啊，因為驚 BB 敏感。我話你而家好似 plan 啫喎，未生㗎喎，即係連有都未有喎。
咁我冇幾耐個老婆就大個肚啦，咁就同佢講，即係個醫生話個細路哥有敏感症，一定唔得養狗。咁個醫生話：即係你屋企冇養動物咁啊。
Or pregnant women, we have a lot of abandonment rate because women think that they have to give up their animal because of the fact that they are pregnant, the fur, the hair is not good for the child and things like that. And we keep on emphasizing that that's not true.
佢話：因為我知道你養狗養咗咁多年啦，但係啲狗可以自己移你㗎。
咁我話你捨得㗎啦，捨得點解唔捨得？因為我預咗我要 BB 㗎啦嘛咁。咁我話你將一個 BB 去換另外一個 BB 啊，我話有啲問題喎。咁佢就當然好唔認同我哋嗰個講法啦。咁無論我哋嘥幾多唇舌啊，同佢講啊，即係BB 出咗世喺呢個世界上，佢都要去面對呢個世界所謂嘅細菌啊，所謂嘅空氣污染㗎啦。即係唔好因為咁樣而即係滅殺咗一個生命。點講都唔得，直頭將隻狗咧由天堂咧就掉咗落地獄。見到咧97嗰陣時，之前咧佢哋嗰個好多人移民，因為我哋咧本身咧係做寵物美容嘅，咁我哋有個鋪頭嘅，咁喺嗰陣時咧，我哋就已經發覺好多主人因為咧去移民去譬如最 hit 嘅就係去美加啊、澳洲啊，咁發覺佢哋好多時如果去澳洲咧，多數都唔會要，因為佢哋嗰邊入口嗰個移民條例咧就比較緊啊，咁變咗佢哋通常咧去澳洲嘅咧，佢哋好多時咧都帶唔到佢嗰隻寵物去嘅。咁留低晒喺動物點處理咧？咁就通常佢有好多就係揾朋友啊，或者問下我哋啲 pet shop 啊，可唔可以幫到手啊？咁因為我哋收到太多啲咁嘅個案嘅時候咧，咁我哋就嘗試都幫佢哋問下愛護動物協會啦。咁可惜愛護動物協會咧就個答案俾我哋咧就係佢哋實在一日之間咧都收過千個電話話唔要嘅。咁佢哋根本上咧就係處理唔到嘅時候咧，就唯有咧就叫我哋啊，或者即係一啲即係去養開動物嗰啲人咧，即係考慮睇下佢哋自己自行去處理啦。咁我哋發覺有好多個處理方法咧，都係唯有係交咗去俾漁農處啊，或者拎去人道啲嘅攞去獸醫嗰度人道毀滅啊咁。咁我哋見到咁樣嘅時候咧，唔係辦法咯，因為你嗰陣時，我唔相信你同我哋講教育，佢哋會聽咯，因為佢哋淨係好似顧住自己走難咁，都唔會理啲動物。咁我哋嗰陣時就發覺香港點解咁少呢啲渠道，咁少呢個咁嘅機構去幫動物呢？咁我哋見到之後呢，我哋就諗下，即係我哋係咪係時候或者要做一個地方係幫一啲動物呢？嗰陣時都未諗過話 set up 即係一個 charity 或者一個具規模嘅 organisation。咁我哋咧就因為嗰陣時我哋自己手頭上咧都 keep 咗成30幾隻動物，呢度有啲我哋係真係好錫嘅，咁我哋又唔想去真係會攞咗啲動物去人道毀滅。咁去到咁嘅地步咧，咁我哋唯有諗下啊，會唔會喺新界會有一啲地方有啲平啲嘅租、大啲嘅位置，咁我哋可以 keep 到佢哋喺度終老咧咁樣。咁當我哋開始start off 去做呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，咁啊揾到現時你而家見到呢個地方啦。咁我哋嗰陣時咧入到嚟嗰陣時咧，我哋大概有40隻動物到。咁40隻動物咁對我哋嚟講都好容易去 handle， 因為食物啊、醫療啊各方面咧都係好對我哋嚟講係都唔係一個太過重嘅負擔。咁跟住有好多朋友聽到我哋 set up 咗個地方，咁就個個咧就開始走嚟同我哋講， L 啊 Noel 我哋好慘啊！我哋啲狗又點啊！我哋啲貓咧又唔得啦！你見到周街啲人係咁劈啲貓咁樣，咁所以嗰陣時我哋最主要咧，我哋收到嘅咧就係貓狗。咁變咗咁樣咧，咁我哋就好啦，收為一隻，收下發覺，咦，已經 out of control，即係唔係我哋諗到嗰個數字同埋我哋handle 到個數字。去到一個地步就係我哋已經咧所有嘅積蓄用晒，人手得2個，咁冇理由交佢哋去俾漁農處，呢啲係真係有生命嘅，日日去對住你搖頭擺尾，好錫你，你會唔捨得？當你唔捨得嘅時候點算呢？咁嗰陣時咧，啱啱先我哋好彩，我哋另外個朋友阿巴律咧就喺加拿大翻咗嚟咧，佢就自告奮勇，有啲咩嘢可以幫到手啊？咁我有啦，你最啱啦，即係你嚟到咧，咁我哋就捉住佢，因為我同 Noel 咧就係比較係專攻一啲動物日常生活所需啊。咁喺呢方面我哋就好在行咯，即係點樣去餵，點樣去放啊，俾時間佢哋玩啊咁。咁但係去到一啲 correspondence 啊，出去要俾人哋知道啊，我哋 set up 咗個會啦，我哋係做啲咩嘢咧？即係呢啲咁樣嘅嘢咧，就開始由阿巴律咧就 take over 咗。因為好多時人哋 set up 一個 charity 嘅時候咧，佢哋做咗好多 preparation，佢哋預先做咗好多功夫，俾人哋知道啊，我哋將會去點樣去 set up 一個 charity， 我哋啲錢希望係點樣籌，點樣佢哋嗰個資源分配啊各方面咧，佢哋做得好好嘅。但係我哋就唔係嘅，我哋基本上咧就係做咗一個婆仔場，我哋俗稱。咁跟住咧就開始我哋嗰個邁向去做一個 charity 嗰個路線咯。個高咧，我成日都同人講，如果可以有一日 SAA 唔再存在，就係我嘅志願。因為我哋好明顯，我哋叫保護遺棄動物協會。咁如果冇咗 SAA， 即係 that means 咧呢個香港咧就再唔需要咧為一啲被遺棄嘅動物去出一分力。咁呢個係我哋最終嘅志願。
嘢賣㗎喎，買支汽水嘅冇啊，嗰個解貨嚟啊嘛，買好多嘢嘅，買好多㗎，好多收唔喐啊，驚佢一個人。
佢收養嘅嗰啲狗全部都係。
即係買翻嚟咩㗎？
唔係買㗎。
係又食狗又食。
係啊。
你又咪食飯㗎嘛？冇米打過㗎嘛？邊度都邊度啦，但係喺肉條啦，又講嘅邊度？嗱，你得估啦，又就講嘅邊度？
Because I never intended starting, ending up with it is as it is, so big and so, well, successful in a way, which is nice, except I wish there weren't the dogs there that we needed to home. And I think out of all the societies, we're probably the toughest in terms of who will let take dogs. Because we get a lot of inquiries from people who are out at work all day, for example, and we don't home into that situation because we say that's the reason people have abandoned their dogs in the first place, a lot of them, because if you leave a dog on its own all day, then it barks, the neighbours complain, it becomes destructive, it gets depressed and all the rest of it. And it's not fair on the dog. Dogs are social animals. So, it's education and just trying to get people to understand what is involved in having a dog. It's not really just a sort of weekend convenience. We will take dogs that others won't take. I mean, like him, that SPCA would never take a dog like that, even though he's really sweet and he's young and all the rest of it. He had terrible mange, and so we have to treat them, we can't home them. We're paying for all the dog food. The other thing is just, homes. I mean, there's so many dogs, not enough homes, and I don't know how you can't create homes, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can't create homes. But I hope that, if we can get the more money that we have, then we can advertise more so that people know about us, and we can get more homes that way. Well, we're the only society that take dogs from the Fulham kennels.
Okay.
Nobody else does that. So whatever we don't take is destroyed. You know, that's the bottom line. There's nowhere else for them to go. And that's why I've got so many dogs here, is because I know if I don't take them, then that's it. You know, they're dead. Minimum once a week, usually twice a week, to catch them. You know, because they've only got 4 days. So if you leave it for a whole week, you've missed a whole intake. You know, that are dead before you even get a chance to see them, because there's nowhere else for them to go. You know, I mean, I didn't choose. I certainly didn't choose. This is not what I chose, you know, for my life. This is not how I want my life to be. I don't enjoy having all these dogs here. I don't enjoy, you know, the noise. I don't enjoy the smell. I don't enjoy the fact that I can never go away. It's not a choice. But it's a commitment that I've made, you know, that I can't walk away from it. I can't just see it and think, it's not my problem, and walk away. Because once I've seen it, then I've got to do something about it.
Whoa, look at those splashes.
What's she hanging around for? Because I tried to pick her up, and she wriggles to go down again. You know, my hope and my aim is that one day I'll go to the kennels and there won't be any dogs there, you know, for me to take. So that would be nice, because then I'd be able to go on holiday.
Finally.
It actually all started more than 10 years ago, when my husband found a puppy, and we discussed very sensibly how a puppy wouldn't fit into our lifestyles because we worked. But ultimately, we took this little street boy in, and that changed my life, my entire perspective on the world. And sure enough, I kept seeing dogs and cats everywhere, and they needed help. Lammer Animal Protection evolved when some rescuers got together and realized that they weren't alone. So we pooled our resources and our enthusiasm, and realized that the best way forward was to form a society. The main point is that every animal should have a good home. No stray animals, no badly homed, miserable animals. Every animal needs a good home. We find a lot of animals. Quite often we have found them in the rubbish bins or by the rubbish bins. We get calls from people that have found them, get panic calls, and also occasionally people just dump them. Yes, Lammer Animal Protection has a network of foster parents, so that it's not a shelter organization, because it's far better that the animals get socialized. Excuse me, Georgia. In a home environment, the animals I'll shift this. Yes, Lammer Animal Protection has a network of foster parents, because this is the best environment to socialize the animals, and they get more one-on-one attention. And it also exposes them to a whole new group of people that we might otherwise not know about, or they might not know about us. So it increases their chances of adoption and gives them the personal attention. And they are lifesavers. They are absolute lifesavers. Without foster parents, the rescue would not be happening. Quite often, it's heartbreaking to say goodbye, because you can't help falling in love with that little beautiful life that you have loved from such an early age. But without the fostering, that life wouldn't have had a chance. And by fostering an animal, you're releasing resources to save another animal. So it's not just one animal you're saving at a time. It has a knock-on effect. But I do think that it's very achievable here because we're sort of finite borders. Although people do bring animals and abandon them, it's a little microcosm.
我而家就唔得㗎啦，我冇力，我兩隻手痛啊！有一次我去南丫島睇醫生，搞到坐飛機添。我直升機啊，我俾貓劃咗呢度啊，腫到咁高啊！我去睇醫生，我話哎呀，我好痛啊，好痛啊！咁醫生同我好熟啊嘛，佢話你快啲去打止痛針啦咁啊！咁我咪想起身，一起身同我趴喺地下咯，暈喺度啊！咁醫生咧。即刻就嚟人啦，快啲啊！阿婆暈咗啊，咁即刻同我吊鹽水啦，咁打電話叫飛機啦，車我去瑪麗醫院，住咗3日啦，唔知3、4夜。我掛住屋企，我同醫生講我要翻屋企，醫生話我冇過危險期，我要再住多幾日。我話唔得，我一定要翻，如果我唔翻，我會死喺呢度㗎，因為我個瞓得唔啱路，食唔啱路。咁啊，醫生話你簽字啦，如果你有咩問題呢，我哋唔負責。我話好啊，簽字啊，咁做咩我咪簽字啊？簽字俾佢即刻翻屋企啦。因為我好掛住啲貓狗，因為你係工人，你始終係工人嚟嘅。因為佢哋唔黐線嘅，係我哋黐線嘛，係嘛？9歲前啊，咁我就好中意啲貓狗嘛，我哋係東北人嚟嘅。成日喺街真買隻狗仔，抱住佢咧幾好玩啊！我爸爸啊，哎呀，揸起隻搶過嚟，打我就跌到打死佢啊！哎呀，嚇到我死怕！有時候佢就醒，有日一陣間我又揾第二個狗仔嚟，佢綁住佢吊頸喎，仲揸住佢兩個腳喎，攞隻鐮刀一石，佢兩個腳斷咗啲狗仔佢啲血咁樣流，我差唔多都暈咗啦。咁啊嗰時候我睇到佢咁樣裝修，我都講啊，慢慢啊，我大嘅時候一定揾到錢，有好多好多狗。你嚟。當然啦，呢啲唔係普通人做得到，只有神經人先至做。咁大犧牲為乜嘢？唔係咩問題，而家唯一都係敬我。如果有一日啊，我唔喺呢個世界嘅時候，呢啲就好凄涼。不過佢都唔係好凄涼，我已經有咗遺囑㗎。神經嘅人哋話我黐線，玩就玩啦，冇所謂，I don't care。
We emphasize a lot on the companionship, and we try to teach people that, well, animals that you keep at your home or family is part of your family, is your family member, so it's not really a pet, because, well, our first goal is to tell people stop calling pets in the Chinese way, because, well, pet in English is descriptive of the animal that is living with you. Fine, no problem. But then in America, when I'm, staying there, the people keep calling their family members, like family members, companion animals, yeah. So I just think this is a really good time to tell people in Hong Kong that pets is not that discriminative in Hong Kong, because pet means if you have that discretionary love, then you will have everything. If not, then once you are out or outdated, you will lose everything and you end up abandoned animals. So we don't want that. So we teach people that being a responsible owner, that you have to show your love, communicate well, de-sex them well, vaccine them, have all the medical record ready, and take care of their mental needs as well, apart from just feeding them and things like that. It's very important. Not every person is suitable for driving a car, maybe because of financial reason or whatever reason. The same case applies to owning an animal at your home, because First of all, they are part of the family. You have to strictly regard as a part of your family, and as a family member. You have to be together. And our slogan is "Till death shall not part." And we want our members, our adopters, to live strictly to that notion. All right. So what do you mean by being responsible that you have your animal desexed so that they breed? Because well, by breeding, you have over and over again sad story and things like that. And then it also have to prevent diseases like cancer or MGT or for the male you get other cancers like that as well. And then we have to make sure our members are mentally prepared or financially prepared when the dogs come to a middle age or old age where blood tests are necessary, because for diagnosis you cannot tell by looking at that I know what the problem you have. Normally it's a normal blood test and things like that, a hormone test, and that is costly because we do not have pet insurance at the moment in Hong Kong. So that's why the pet owners have to pay more. All right, so they have to be prepared for that, like house training problem, behavioral problem, and people have their mood, so do animals, because when they are happy, they are not happy. We do expect our adopters to understand how they should react to their animal, just like reacting to a child. Like stranger spaniels on the borders, on the customs exercise department, where they sniff, cocaine, whatever, drugs, prohibited drugs for you and things like that. So they are doing their part of jobs. Yeah, it's not just feeding them and for nothing else. No, yeah, and for that coexistence, animal coexistence, we have to also bring up the message that animal can bring a lot of how should I say, importance in our daily job, like catching a thief. I mean, of course, even if I have a gun, it will scare it off. Like if people who are blind, you get a blind dog, a leadership dog, and things like that. And I know that in the States, people are training mongrels, especially mongrels, and put them in the prisons and ask the inmates to train the dogs, how to train them, and train them to be a blind dog leader and things like that. So in a way, they turn the questionable people into good ones. And at the same time, not only Labrador can do this job, a big mongrel can do the same job pretty good and well. Yeah, and things like that, messages like that we want to achieve when we are, when we grow and we have more resources, when we are more established and things like that. Not just rehoming. Rehoming is just part of the job, and we call our rehoming job reparenting job. You can have a home in New York, we can have a home in the United States, but we can only have one parent, and that's why we call our puppies a lifetime parent. We are finding parents for them, and that's all. No divorce, no regret, irrevocable.
With the previous system, if an owner surrendered the dog to the SPCA, we, at that stage, euthanize the animal if we had no space for it.
It's not the death sentence it used to be, because the AFCD is now working with animal welfare organisations to try and help as many as the animal organisations can deal with.
So actually, if the animal stayed with us, we would only have one option if we had no space for it. But putting it into the AFCD kennels now means that it has more chance of actually finding a home and surviving.
And humane education for all ages. You're never too old, and you're never too young.
But as I said before, on the no-kill part, we need to do more. We need a bigger campaign of education on people, like on the government. They can change the law by strictly changing the law to more stringent, have breeder control and things like that, because breeder problem is a big one.
Well, the SPCA, as sort of like the foremost and leading, organisation, have been in talks with the government for a long time, trying to get some sort of like compulsory neutering and all of that implemented. But it's like the wheels the wheels turn very slowly.
I think one organization is never enough, because no one person can do all the things together. We need cooperation. That's why we have other organizations. And the funny thing is that all the different animal organizations have different goals, but the general goal is to help and to improve the overall well-being of the animal and improve their status and improve the social awareness of they have the rights to be there because they are part of our planet.
Because one of the problems is, even if somebody wanted to have their dog desexed, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money at the vet, but it also costs a lot of money to get the dog to the vet because you can't take a dog on public transport. That means you've got to take a taxi. You know, and a lot of people who live right out in the middle of nowhere, which is a lot of where these dogs come from. The only way it's going to work is that it's free. You know, that people can take their dogs and get them desexed for free. You've got to. I mean, you can look at it two ways. You can look at the fact that they have to, at the moment, they have to run fleets of vans and dog catchers, and they've got four or five government kennels in operation, which has to be paid for, obviously, and they have to pay the staff, and then, you know, these are the killing factories, you know. So they have to pay for all of that. In the long term, actually going and desexing the dogs would be cheaper. Of course, in the short term, it wouldn't, because they'd have to actually set up the whole units and all the rest of it. And I suppose that's the thing. Or everyone looks at the short term. In some cases and in some countries, they even pay people to bring in dogs. And initially, you know, it costs money because you have to pay out to people to bring the dogs in, and then you have to pay for the desexing. But of course, after a while, there are less and less and less dogs. That there aren't just all these dogs roaming around who, you know, producing litters and litters and litters. But that's up to the government, you know, if they want to take a long-term or a short-term view on it. And at the moment, then they say it's not a priority and it's not really, you know, they don't care. I mean, all these stumbling blocks, and reasons why it can't happen. But it happens in other countries, you know. I mean, people seem to have worked it out in other countries. I don't know why it's so difficult here, but it seems to be.
We need to cooperate with other organizations, with the government in particular, and with the society, with education, make sure they understand that the infrastructure, that we have to work together, in one word, one sentence, is respect for life, as the way we respect ourselves, as we treasure our own lives.